There's now a new level client login, and this is called the client account. It is generally speaking associated with your org code or your school code. So for instance, we have a demo school code called LGL. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on the teacher parent login, and I'm going to log in as this top client. So the client, this top client is actually above all the sites. In general, if you are a multiple site district or organization, this is the top level one. Now, there are some exceptions. There's also quite a few single site organizations that also have a top level client. So let me go ahead and show you how it looks. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and log in. And your login will be something like admin at your school code. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put in my password, and my school code is LGL in this particular case. And I'm going to go ahead and log in. Now from here, you're going to see on your top tab, it says Client Admin. That is how you know you're in the top client account. If it said Site Admin, then you're actually just an admin for a particular site. Okay, so from here, what can I do? This is going to be changing quite a bit, and there's going to be a lot more reporting features that are coming in the future. But for right now, fall of 2015, this is what's active. So I will go ahead and click on the Client Admin. And from here, we see a very different interface. This is a very technical interface. At the very top, we see the total number of students active in our roster. It's okay if the number is higher, okay, and we can explain that later on. This is our client code or our school code. We see these are all the products associated with this particular account, right? So I have pretty much everything turned on for this demo account that we use. And now below, in this first window, we see our sites. So here are the different schools: Academy X, Diane D. Wiley School of the Arts, Midge, Reed School, Washington. All right, so those are the different sites. In general, you're not going to really be messing with this, but this is just a way for you to see your school sites and just to keep track. Maybe if a school basically closes, it's good to let us know. We can close that out for you. Or if you have a new school coming online, then we could also add that as well. The next thing you see down here are two other windows: rosters. These are the specific classes associated with specific teachers. So if you want to see, view what those classes are, you can. Then over here we have users. Now, in general, when you see a plus button, that generally allows you to create a new user. And when you see this little grid, this allows you to view all users. And if you roll your mouse over, it tells you what you can do. Probably the most common thing you'll use right now is if you need to look up accounts. So I'll click on this View All Users. And now from here, I can very quickly jump to all of my accounts. So if I want to view all of my principals, I can select Principals. And right now it automatically shows those principals. If I want to see all my teachers, I can click on Teachers, and all my teachers show up down here as well. But you could also just leave it in general, just on the generic role, and not specify, and everyone shows up. And then I could just type in a name. If I want to type in, Smith, then all the Smiths show up. And of course, there's a lot of students here, but there's also probably going to be some teachers. If I want to type in something else, if I type in Wiley, I see that there's a principal called Diane Wiley, who is a principal at this particular school. Obviously, again, this is our demo account, but I can see that Diane, her role is a principal, and it says the site, is the Diane Wiley School of the Arts. Okay, so, and this is her login. Now you can click on any of these little eyeball icons, and that'll show the password for that particular account. If you want to morph and jump into that account, that user, I can just click on the key, and that would allow me to click, and I could automatically jump in. Now I'm actually logged in as that site admin, and we see that the top tab says site admin, so we're logged in as Diane Wiley, who is the principal of this particular site. Okay, if I go ahead and hit exit, it puts me back into that previous page. Now I'm still logged in as the client admin. We see we're the client admin here, and so on and so forth. So it's pretty simple. There are obviously some features that aren't working. At times you'll click on something and it'll say it doesn't work. The other feature you'll probably use quite often is go up to the Manage tab, and you could add a student or add a user. So if I needed to add a new principal or I needed to add a new teacher, I can simply go here and add user. And from here, I would add, what am I trying to add? Say I want to add a teacher right now. Once I add a teacher, I need to choose a site. So I'm going to say which school are they at? They're at the Washington Elementary, so I choose Washington. And now I go ahead and fill in their information. First name, last name, username, which is their login. If there's an alternate email address, You can put that in there too, and then put in their password, and then finally I hit save. Okay, very simple. In general, you're probably not going to be adding students as much, but you could also, again, come up here and say add student. Same thing, you could add a student, first name, last name, put in their student ID number, so on and so forth. You can enter in that information if you wanted as well. Okay, well, that's pretty much the basics of it. We do have a PDF document that sort of explains some of this, and just be aware, like I said, that things do change. This is dynamically getting upgraded, and there will be some reporting that's attached to it very soon. But right now, the client admin account is very much an administrative account where you have access to look users up, you have the ability to add users, and so on and so forth. Thank you.